All right, so we definitely want to talk about this post that she posted last night. We are at 11:14 now is the date. Okay, so the significance in buying something for the first time in 15 years. Security held my credit card for 15 years. When it was time to purchase, I always had to step aside and be ghosted as they would type the code in and write my name. It was always a credit card. I hadn't had cash in years. I forgot what it was like to buy something. I mean, you would think I was the hardest working one in my family. Jesus fucking Christ. I got my first ATM card a year ago. The exact date, October 19th, 2021. She did not do this highlighting, by the way. I did this as things I want to pay attention to. Okay, got my ATM October 29th, 2021. Pretty big deal for me. Hopefully, just a few can understand the belittling morality and waiting in line with a man always ahead of you, ghosting you and purchasing things on your behalf. The significance in using your own two hands and do the interchange of whatever the purchase may be speaks volumes, as opposed to another person ripping me that right for nearly 15 years. Okay, so back to this. So the reasons that I immediately highlighted this last night when I was looking at it was, I'm going to look at this date, October 19th, 2021. I'm going to do some digging on this and see what's up with that. And then waiting in line, I don't know. I had stuff like pop in my head as I was reading it. Like, could that mean something? Ghosting, this could pertain to some of the things that we've talked to with whether or not she died, whether or not she's really there, whether or not she's tied in bed and her consciousness is being used to control other clones. We go deep. And then obviously look at the using your own two hands. She keeps talking about hands. I just shared that video where she's like pointing down. Like, there's so much that has to do with hands, and we cannot overlook that anytime she says. All right. A year ago was my first time buying something with my own two hands. My legs and hands were shaking for 15 minutes after I bought something. So I feel like I want to look into that. I feel like that might have something to do with when they do mind control on her, because it talks about tingles a lot and stuff, which I know she could be just talking about being excited, but we're always supposed to read into this. Honestly, I don't know. How dare a state or nation of any sort grant any man or woman the right to use my possessions in my name? So that's, them telling, that's her telling us that, they basically signed over all of her rights, which we knew about in the conservatorship. Hang on, I'll get back to that actually. Guess it's not that big of a deal. It felt like my dad was trying to kill me. I've spoken about it several times, have proof and witnesses of what he did. I have the hours I worked on a schedule, 7 days a week, labor laws. I have proof of it all. Okay, we got to go to the next video because I'm out of time.